Today's reading is from Revelations chapter 12 in the New Living Translation. The Woman and the Dragon. Then I witnessed in heaven an event of great significance. I saw a woman clothed with the sun and the moon beneath her feet, and a crown of 12 stars on her head. She was pregnant, and she cried out because of her labor pains and the agony of giving birth. Then I witnessed in heaven another significant event. I saw a large red dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns, with 7 crowns on his head. His tail swept away 1/3 of the stars in the sky, and he threw them to the earth. He stood in front of the woman as she was about to give birth, ready to devour her baby as soon as it was born. She gave birth to a son who was to rule all nations with an iron rod, and her child was snatched away from the dragon and was caught up to God and to his throne. And the woman fled into the wilderness, where God had prepared a place to care for her for 1,260 days. Then there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon and his angels, and the dragon lost the battle, and he and his angels were forced out of heaven. This great dragon, the ancient serpent, called the devil of Satan, the one deceiving the whole world, and was thrown down to the earth with all his angels. Then I heard a loud voice shouting across the heavens, "It has come at last, salvation and power in the kingdom of our God and the authority of his Christ. For the accusers of our brothers and sisters has been thrown down to earth, the one who accuses them before our God day and night. And they have defeated him by the blood of the Lamb and by his testimony. And they did not love their lives so much that they were afraid to die. Therefore rejoice, O heavens, and you who live in the heavens, rejoice. But terror will come on the earth and the sea, for the devil has come down to you in great anger, knowing that he has little time." When the dragon realized that he had been thrown down to the earth, he pursued the woman who had given birth to the male child. But she was given 2 wings like those of a great eagle, so she could fly to the place prepared for her in the wilderness. There she would be cared for and protected from the dragon for a time, times, and half a time. Then the dragon tried to drown the woman with a flood of water that flowed from his mouth. But the earth helped her by opening its mouth and swallowing the river that gushed out from the mouth of the dragon. And the dragon was angry at the woman and declared war against the rest of her children, all who kept God's commandments and maintained their testimony for Jesus. Then the dragon took its stand on the shore besides the sea. This has been the word of the Lord. I wanted to point out that the woman with the 12 stars is Israel and the 12 tribes of Israel. They will be taken into a sanctuary. From where I understand, it will be in Edom in Jordan. They will be there for about 3.5 tribulation years. 3.5 of the tribulation years. We must pray for Israel, for she gave birth to the nation of Israel, and Jesus Christ was born out of the throne of David. And this is why we must keep Israel in our prayers always, because they will be persecuted and chased down by the evil authority of Satan. So may you pray always for Israel, for Christians are called to love Israel, and whoever loves their soul God will love and care for. And we are the sister nation to Israel. That is my understanding through the reading of the Word and the teaching of the Holy Spirit. And I encourage people to keep repenting from their sins and keep praying for the nation of Israel and our nation, America, and the whole world, because God is coming to do a harvest, and He is coming soon. And all of these things are going to become reality during the tribulation years. May God's peace be with you, and may you be blessed by this reading. Thank you.